There's just no queen like a vegan queen. I loves, it's me that the bleeding Gemini and a gorgeous daughter.
Miasma. Not to be confused with my asthma. Respiratory conditions are no joke.
They're not at all. We have had, well, we've had a couple of weeks off. We went staying with our gay friends. Everyone assumed, like they do, everyone assumed that we'd gone off with two fancy blokes. No. We'd gone off with two gay blokes, Peter and Andrew, on their yacht. They gave us the very bottom deck. I mean, it's quite lovely, you know, it's a bedroom and a bathroom. And they had the middle deck. We kept socially distanced. We went round the Mediterranean. We went to Greece and Corfu and Majorca and Marijuana. Is that a place in Spain?
Yeah.
We went to Alicante, Shipmishanti, loads of lovely places.
Lovely.
Can't remember many of the names.
Did we go
but
to
we had a
Alicante,
glorious time.
Stewardess?
And then they dropped us off at Southport, and yeah, you know, we're back to do another bloody episode of Ladies of Lockdown. Because guess what? We're still pretty much in lockdown. Pretty much.
Do you know what I mean?
So I'm back in those vegan guys' kitchen. I don't know why they keep having me. Paul's upstairs sorting his drawers out.
Rufflecopter.
Jason's in there editing a video because Paul's done a kimchi recipe video, you know.
Oh, I saw.
I know, and it's good. Well, he's let me have a taste. Oh, my asthma. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's Peter. Peter and Andrew from...
Our platonic friend.
Hello, Peter, darling. Oh, can I just tell you before you say anything, we had an absolutely marvellous time, and we're absolutely so pleased that you took us with you. You are, darling. 2 pairs of satin ear bunnies. What, they've gone missing off your boat? And a lovely burgundy long curly wig. Oh no, I've not seen any of this stuff. And what's that? Like a choker with a ring at the front, like fake leather. And a jumpsuit with a frilly breast, one that plunges right down and shows your bra. And a red fan. Well, I can't really say I've seen any of these things really, my darling. I tell you what, love. I tell you what. Don't you ever call my daughter bleeding faith? We've been through toil and turmoil all those lives. I won't have it.
Who was that, love?
Alright, we're Doreen down the street asking if Spa were open. Anyway, how are you, darling?
Yeah, I'm alright, I'm not bad. I'm glad to be back on dry land, I'm not gonna lie, Mum, I tell you. I didn't get me sea legs as quick as I thought I would.
No, I think I suffered from that. What do they call it? Wet minge, I think.
Yeah.
When you're floating in the sea and your nether regions are always damp, and it's not necessarily got anything to do with the ocean, it's the motion of the ocean.
Exactly. Kate Middleton's the same, I've heard.
Oh,
that's why she
wet minge, I had it.
Yeah.
I had it the entire trip.
Yeah.
I had to wear a gusset pad.
Oh, it were awful. She was sweating as soon as we got past Truro, let me tell you for free. But we're here, we're safe, we're alright.
Oh yeah, and we've had a lovely time. Hey, so why are we wearing these here lovely satin bunny ears that you bought for your mother and gifted to me?
That I bought for her with my own money and did not... Where's this now?
I'm putting it on silent now because I've had enough. It'll be him sending me a Facebook message now.
I won't be harassed like this.
I'm done with him.
I'm on 16 types of tablets. I've had to have my rings cut off. Well...
I've had my ring cut many a time. Carry on.
Well, it's nearly what's it, isn't it? Chocolate Jesus Day.
Yes! Oh, do you know, I found some very interesting stuff about this miasma.
Ooh.
Google. The history of Easter. Right, yeah, get this. Here's first bit.
Go ahead.
The naming of the celebration as Easter seems to go back to the name of a pre-Christian goddess. Who knew? Christians stealing stuff from pagans.
I never saw that coming.
In England called Eostre, so Eostre, who was celebrated at the beginning of spring. The only reference to this goddess comes from the writings of the Venerable Bede, a British monk who lived in the late 7th and early 8th century. So that's one theory. And then there's loads of different kind of... There's Ostara, which is yet another. But here's what I found out, and I found this really, really interesting. So the whole bunny thing, you know, because I've often wondered, like, wow, what's that got to do with Easter? Well, that was German immigrants took that to America. That's a German thing about this bunny that lays multicoloured eggs. And you have to find them.
Oh, I never knew that.
So it must have gone from Germany to America to here, or from Germany to both places.
Bit like Christmas, you know, with the trees and stuff, with the Prince Albert and all that. Not the Prince Albert, I don't mean. The actual Prince, the artist formerly known as Prince Albert. That's what's say the legend, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend. God.
Did he?
Apparently so, yeah.
Do you know what pisses me off about it all, Miasma? Like,
What's
really
that?
genuinely.
What?
The world is so full of nationalism and jingoism. And we are actually such a mix of each other's parts.
We are.
All of us. All of us from all nations. There are words in our language from people we say we despise. We have traditions in our culture from countries we hate. Not we personally, I don't hate anybody. I'm a utopian girl. You know what I mean? Everybody get along. Because it's quite possible. You know, I've been through things in the 70s, living in communes and stuff. There were never any crime or violence or nastiness. You were never short of anything, because if you were, someone brought it for you. There were happiness and joy and peace and love and growing flowers and treating animals well and eating vegetables and smoking weed. I'm going to say it. I don't care. It was lovely.
Say it.
And, you know, I miss that. I miss those things, you know.
Those little halcyon days. No, it's true. It's true, it's a big cause of a lot of our problems, love. You know.
So have you got any plans
even
for
down to the fact that,
I was going to say, have you got any plans for Easter?
Oh, well, I've not, you know. Well, what I thought I might do was, if I can get out, I might buy one of them aubergine Easter eggs, them vegan ones from the M&S.
I'm loving them, and I'm loving them for two reasons. One, it's vegan. Two, we all know what the aubergine emoji means online.
Veganism? No.
No, it means cock. And I know that because my inbox is often flooded with the cock. Now, I don't ask for it, you know.
No.
I don't, Miasma. I might have the occasional topless. I might have the occasional topless picture on my OnlyFans, but I don't ask for inboxes of cocks. But they send them me. I've got a nice collage going in my spare bedroom.
Oh, lovely.
Because I've printed them all off.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, nice. So, like a sort of mural, if you will.
Yeah, cock pick an IP address just in case.
Yeah,
you know.
Just in case it's a Tory MP or something and you need grounds later down the line. Yeah.
But the thing is, fellas don't know, do they? They think because one lady likes them, all ladies do. Well, don't be so stupid. My friend Sarah's mortified whenever she gets a cock pick. She comes for me to answer it. You know, I love them myself,
Yeah.
But no, she doesn't. So you've got
Ask
to
folk.
know. You've got to know. You know.
Ask folk, you know. You've got to ask folk and respect boundaries.
Exactly. You can't just assume, because you know what assuming does, don't you?
Yeah.
It makes an ass out of you and me.
Yeah. And it said me and you then, and that would have been the wrong spelling. I'd have felt like the right
Assume. Don't assume me things about me.
Don't you assume.
I mean, it'd work if you said it in Old English. Assume it.
Yeah. Assume it. Sometimes I think we should go back to the Old English ways, you know, build a few henges, really get that community spirit going again.
Well, do you know, I mean, you've gone right far back there. Did you say henge?
Henge, yeah.
Yeah. You've gone proper far back. And I agree, although there were it's assumed that there were quite a lot of blood sacrifices back in those days. And whether they were willing participants or not is a whole other story. So I'm not so sure. I'll tell you where I'd like to go back to, miasma.
What's that one?
Yorkshire. Very early 1900s.
Oh, yeah. Any particular reason?
The time that the movie portrayed the railway children.
Oh, lovely.
There were some grumpy old gets by that time. You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, there were some grumpy old gets by that time, you know, as is evidenced by the movie, The Railway Children, where the kids are doing a collection for perks and they go to the old man on the doorstep outside his shop and say, would you like to donate something to Mr. Perks? And he says, I would not, I can't stand the man.
Happy days.
And that's fine, because he had his opinion and he, you know, he only verbalised it when necessary.
That's true, that.
But it were a lovely time there. I mean, it probably were. I mean, Jack the Ripper were about, weren't he?
Well, this is the thing, you see. It's like, no time's perfect, is it, though? You know what I mean? It's like, I'm trying to think of it right now. So look at the Roaring Twenties, and they were all on that cocaine, weren't they, and prohibition and all that business. And that were only nice if you were wealthy.
Yeah. Well,
And
here's the
depression.
thing, miasma. Isn't an era what the people in it make it?
Well, this is a very good point, actually, love. You make a very good point indeed. And actually, who was I speaking to today? I can't remember who it was. It might have been one. Fuck off telling me I've got a low battery. I know I've got a low battery. I'm not blind.
She's not happy.
I'm gonna plug my stand in, love. Oh God.
She's not happy with her technology today.
I'm not happy with life today, if I'm honest with you, and I blame Boris Johnson. That's who I blame.
Oh, I blame them all, me. And can I just say sorry to our American friends, but I do not like Matt Gaetz. Can't stand him. And he's under investigation at the moment for child sex trafficking. Because basically, if you have sex with an underage person and she was allegedly 17, and then you take that person across state lines, that's child sex trafficking.
Well, although actually now you said that does make sense. Actually, they're big on state lines, aren't they, in America?
But I don't like Matt Gaetz. He's been such a staunch supporter of Trump, and he's been one of the people supporting the new bullshit from Trump, that nothing happened on the 6th of the 1st. Everyone there was peaceful. Many of them were hugging police officers.
Well, we never saw no hugging. And if they were hugging, why weren't they social distancing? You pull up one thread. You know what I mean? They weren't hugging. We've seen it. We saw them running. We saw flags. We saw somebody who apparently people found attractive. How you could find a fascist attractive, I do not know. You know that bloke who had like the deer stalker hat and stuff like that in the face?
I fancied him. I hated him, but I fancied him.
Well, there you go, you see, viewers of the world. We seen them all, we seen them in there. That woman who didn't know where she were. Did you see her? That one woman who just like stood there in an anorak looking like that.
It was all so ridiculous.
It was so pathetic.
But, you know, let's get back onto our own country. Miasma, I've had my vaccine.
Yes, she's had a vaccine.
I've had my first one. I felt a little prick, but I felt plenty of those in my life.
Well,
God knows. I had no side effects. I had no arm ache. I had nothing.
No.
So I'm hoping that is a reflection of my immune system.
Oh yes.
Because literally I had a great night's sleep and I woke up feeling fabulous the next morning. So please don't be scared of going and having your vaccine. I automatically now feel better knowing that I've had my first one. You know, I've got the second one to come, just because this is a part of the solution to this problem that has wrecked us all. Wrecked our planet, really. You know, still lockdowns going on all over the place, here, there and everywhere. And the only way that we're going to combat it is through mass vaccination. So yeah, please don't be scared. Don't listen to the scare stories. You might get a couple of side effects from the vaccine, you might not, but it's worth having it so we can get life back to normal.
Exactly. Because we can't go on like this, folks.
I'm missing my parties, me and my asthma. I'm missing my shopping, my parties. I'm missing meeting you and just going for a coffee. Somewhere. Just the simple things in life. I've said before, I'm glad we can do this. This is lovely, you know. And I'm glad we spent the time on the cruise. But we live apart, you know, IRL, and in real life. And so we can't see each other, you know. So yeah, I want the world back to normal.
I do. Tell you, when mine comes through, when mine pings in my slim box and says that I can have my little vaccine, I shall be in that queue like Slim.
Do you know, it's what I have to say. I can't stand the Conservative government. I really can't. I can't stand the fact that millions were given in contracts to their friends that failed abysmally, for services that never came through, for goods that never happened, for broken systems. Millions, billions. I can't stand that. But this vaccine rollout, I mean, that's got a lot to do with Oxford, obviously. But this vaccine rollout and the way that machine keeps moving safely and friendlily and, you know, beautifully clean and crisp. It was a thing to marvel. It really was. It really was. And this was happening in Sport City, in Greater Manchester. You know, and they'd just taken over the whole place, and it was like a field hospital. Amazing.
Well, anyway. I mean, you know, credit where it's due to the Oxford folk. You know, and everyone get down there and get jabbed.
Yeah, just, you know, don't be scared, because there's still a lot of scaremongering going on about it. There's a lot of people saying, I'll never have it, I trust my vegan health. I've actually seen that written, my asthma, and it's concerned me, because it's like, this virus doesn't care if you're a meat eater or vegan or how old you are, and you cannot predict how it's going to affect you. And it could kill you, or you could be so blasé that you're passing it on to someone you love because you're asymptomatic and you've, you know, not been taking care of yourself.
Absolutely.
Unprecedented. All of it. Absolutely. You know. So get in now. As soon as you get that text, get booked in, get down there. Have yourself a nice breakfast. They're going down in age, aren't they? So, like Paul, I'm 51. So everyone there, I think, was in their early 50s. And then it'll be 45 to 50, and then it'll be 40 to 45, and, you know.
Yeah, I imagine I won't be seen till at least 2023.
I've been thinking about growing my nails, my asthma. What do you think? Can you see them all right?
I can. I don't think it'd suit you.
No.
No, I think you've got far too many weapons at your disposal as it is.
I've grown them.
They're nice.
I'm loving them.
They're alright. They're good for lock picking.
Good
Word
for
to
all.
the wise.
Good for all
Word to
kinds
the
of picking.
wise. Yeah, they are.
Let me tell you.
Ears, they're great for. I don't want to be horrible, but you've got to look after your body. Do you know what I'm saying?
You've got to pick.
A bit of it.
And do you know, the older you get, the more bits there are to pick off.
Yeah.
You know, the more bits there are hanging down that weren't hanging down quite so low before.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot more of you, and a lot more complications comes with it. But it's all part of living.
It is.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you this, miasma. Youth. It's true. Wasted on the young.
Absolutely. They're not in the shower, are they, on a Tuesday morning, unprovoked, feel something rubbed down the back of their legs and realise it's the cheeks of their arse? That doesn't happen to them, does it? Well, it will. If you're watching this and you're under the age of 25, it will. You don't want to be entering the next postcode with Alfie, you're still in the previous.
And nobody yet, none of these young uns are aware that, because we all like to do the same when we get home from an hard day of work. I know none of us have done that for a while. Well, some of us have, bless you all. When you come in from a day somewhere or doing something, you want to take your bra off.
Yeah, God, yeah.
You don't want bruises on your knees as you're going upstairs, but you'll get them.
You will. It's true. It's true. I can't have any ornaments anymore. I can't have anything on a low-lying table. No, they've all got to be up here. This has turned into quite a maudlin story about aging, but you need to hear this, people.
Absolutely, and you've got to be careful if you wear flip-flops and all, because I caught a nipple in me flip-flop.
Yeah, awful.
And then, because I kind of felt something catching my toes, pushed my foot out, it punged back right in my face, give me a right good slapping.
Yeah, it ruined the holiday, if I'm honest.
I felt like my asthma at 3. She was never awful.
No, reverb. Yeah, no, you want something sturdy on your feet, like these orthopedic slipper.
Oh, I like them.
Do you like them? Aren't they bonny? I thought for round the house, am I wearing heels on a film? Am I Buffalo?
I'm not even wearing tights.
Are you not?
You know what, my heck?
Oh, look at this.
I've got my panty girdle on, but I've no tights.
Oh, well, that's good.
I've all hairs, and I've no hairs and graces actually, but I've lots of hairs.
You can have hers wherever you want, love. You know what I mean?
Oh, of course you can.
I think people are too fixated on body hair myself. You know?
I think people are too fixated on other people's bodies, full stop.
Yes.
But it's like, you do you, let other people do them. You can have your preferences, that's fine.
Of course you can.
But that doesn't give you the right to say, for example, if you like skinny girls or boys, to then say, I don't like fat girls and boys. And I use that word positively.
Yeah, it's a descriptor, it's not an insult.
No, it's not. I've got loads of fat around my stomach, but you know what? I'm a 51-year-old bird. I carried you for 9 months.
Yeah.
And, you know, stuff's got a bit baggy down there. You try using a shopping bag to carry around a lump of weight for 9 months and then tell me it's the same after. You'd be wrong.
She kept me in a canvas tote for the first 3 years of my life, and we were glad of it. No, but it's true that, it really is true. And I think that's really important as well. It's like them willy pictures what folk have been sending to me mother. Imagine finding out your own mother has been receiving penis pictures and you haven't. Imagine the betrayal. No. Well, I get special offers on laser hair removal.
Hey, I'll pass you some on if you want, love.
You've seen one, you've seen them all.
It's true.
Don't think yours is special. It's not. We've seen them all. We've seen mushrooms. Yeah, chill out. We've seen mushrooms and carrots and parcels with no jeans.
Oh, we've seen them all. All sizes, all shapes, all abilities.
I saw one in the shape of Tony Christie once. That was
all colours, all creeds.
Yeah.
Snipped, unsnipped.
Can anybody hear Cyndi Lauper in the background? You with the sad eye, show me your colours. That was quite Sorry. But yeah, like Willy Pictures, if someone asks you your opinion on someone else's body, ask yourself that age-old question. Does this need to be said? Does this need to be said by me? Does this need to be said by me now? And if it doesn't, keep it shut.
People are so quick, aren't they, to kind of share their opinions these days of you know, and their criticisms of other people. Just, you know, let people be.
I think
let people live their own lives and you live yours.
I think it's come from a nice place, love at base. I think, you know, like, we're all sort of, and we're not there completely yet, but we're getting about sharing our feelings about things and stuff like that. But I think what's happened is, in some respects, I don't mean political correctness, because that's a different thing. I think we've gone too far the other way, in terms of, like, all feelings are valid, yeah, what you have, but sometimes a feeling is just a feeling. It doesn't have to translate into having a go at somebody else for something.
Yeah, you don't have to make it into more than it is.
Yeah, sometimes we have uncomfortable feelings and we just have to sit with them.
The brains are funny things. See, I think it links in with intrusive thoughts, and because now people put a stop to them straight away as a rule, but they're intrusive thoughts as well. If you look at someone and think, God, ain't he fat, and then you verbalise it, that's an intrusive thought you've let out. It's like I sit on the bus sometimes with a 2-year-old screaming child in front of me and I want to pick them up and throw them out the window, and I visualise doing it in my head, but I don't do it, and I don't say it because that'd be rude.
Exactly that, and you can get done for that. As we found to our detriment in Majorca.
Oh, Majorca.
I miss Majorca.
Such lovely memories, those beach parties.
Rubbing a bit of banana moisturiser on my toes, sitting out for the day. I don't know where that came from, by the way, just as a side fact.
I remember swimming in the sea at Majorca when I was only a wee lass. You were a babby, I think you were strapped to my back. And I thought, do you know what? This is when we were going across Europe. I thought, do you know what? I've always wanted to swim in the sea with my flu out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'd had my diddies out many times, but I'd never took my knickers off. Anyway, took them off. Sardine right up my minge.
Oh no. Well, you see,
I couldn't get rid of the stink for a decade.
Yeah.
All these fellas saying it smells down there, Gemini. I said, but that's that bleeding Majorca sardine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I pulled him out by his tail and had a word. He grinned and ran off, as many have.
Typical man.
Rude.
Vile pigs.
Just because it's open, don't mean you can go in.
Exactly.
Think
like
on.
The post office, queue.
Mothers and fathers, protect your daughters, educate your sons.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, because we've not had a chance to speak about that, have we, since what happened?
We've not, have we? No.
And, you know, what did one say?
Well, this is it. It's just horrific. It's the same old. It's the. While there are men who consider themselves superior to women, or who have the right to tell women what to do with their bodies, or to judge women on what they're wearing, while there are men like that, it will never be right.
No.
So that's where the work has to be done. That's where the work has to be done on the men.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But there's too many are too far gone, too old, too Victorian, whether that be Victorian English or imagine the Victorian period all over the world, and they are desperately clinging to their false sense of superiority. Hence the world.
Yeah.
Broadly
and
gestures
as well, feeling victimised. It's like we don't need people going, oh, it's not all men. It's like, yeah, we know that. We know that, in the same way that we know that not all white people are white supremacists. But if you know that, you should be secure enough in yourself to take that message and know that it doesn't mean you.
Yeah.
But you still have a part to play.
The men that are not like that don't need you to defend them. They have themselves to do that. Exactly. What we need to be doing is standing up against the men that are like that.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's dead simple. Just don't jump to the opposite. Well, not all men are. No, we know, and they know that as well. And they're shouting for the same thing right now. Yeah. So instead of trying to deflect and deny because it makes it easier in your mind, oh, I've said my bit now. No, there's a huge problem, and you're not speaking up about it is a part of it, and so we have to.
Absolutely.
Putting the world to rights again, miasma.
We've only been back, what, a couple of days? I haven't finished my washing yet, and we're already here setting folk to rights.
But well, there's been a lot's gone on, hasn't there, while we've been, out there in the wilderness. Yeah, it's been. It's still a trying time, and I know that some people are struggling out there, and we do hope that these little episodes help you just smile a little bit, have a cup of coffee with us, laugh at the world, understand that someone else is just as aware and switched on as you are and knows what needs doing. And if there's, making it to whole people who believe in a better world, deep enough and strong enough, believe in a better world. I love that Muppet song.
Beautiful. The Muppets had a lot of profound hits in many ways.
Jim Henson was an absolute beautiful human.
Yeah.
With a beautiful imagination and a beautiful view of a world that could be, that he couldn't see actualised through humans, but he could make it happen through Muppets.
Quite lovely, really, isn't it?
Oh, I made myself right much.
You gave me a little goosebump.
It's true though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is, it's true.
Totally.
And here we are, years later, millions of people around the world in love with the Muppets.
Here we are with more Muppet.
Paul's got all the bloody movies in there.
Oh, I love the Muppet movies.
It's because they're fantastic.
Yeah.
It's because they're fantastic, and they're beautiful, and they always carry important messages, and they may not be written on cards and shoved up to the screen, but they're there, and they're really easy to read, and they're always the same. Together we matter more.
Yes, absolutely.
It's true though, isn't it? So no, yeah, do you know that might be a lovely place to end on, miasma?
Let's end with a bit of positivity.
With that thought in mind, together we matter more. Us, the Muppets, the animals, Paul and Jason over on Those Vegan Guys, the lovely Stuart over on The Library's Open. Both channels are linked. In fact, they're linked in the description of every video we do, but I'll link them up there as well, so you can easily click them. When I do that, it means that little eye up there in a circle, which looks like my elongated nipple now it's stretched.
Looks like you're stretching me out, doesn't it? Like it's somewhere down. I'm just checking in myself.
So, are we back in a fortnight, love?
I think sure.
Well, I tell you what we'll do. We won't hold ourselves to anything. We'll say it will either be in a fortnight or a month.
Yes.
We'll definitely be back soon. But let's just leave that open.
Yeah. When you tell about
and you've always got all the stuff on our channel to look at. There's cooking videos and show we did in back garden in June last year. There's all sorts going on. All the little snippets of all the Pride festivals we performed at.
Yeah.
You might really enjoy it. So have a look, won't you? Miasma, I love you.
I love you, love. Be more Muppet.
Yes, let's all be more Muppet. Take care of yourselves, everybody, won't you? It's been lovely spending some time with you. Together, we matter more. Never forget it. Loads of love. Until next time. Bye, loves. Bye-bye.